Good afternoon and welcome to the Bradenton Kiwanis Club. It's great to see everyone here today. Would you please join me in My Country 'Tis of Thee, the Pledge, and the Invocation by John Vita. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. John?
Let's all pray together. Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this beautiful day and this beautiful community where we can all come together and assemble freely and be with each other and be with you. We just ask that you put your arms around those that need your help, help them to get through their trying times. Help us to support our community and all the things that we do. We thank you for all the people that come together in our communities and all the great organizations that come together in our community. And we just ask that you bless this food so that it can nourish us, so that we continue to serve you and walk by your side. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. All right, there's several things, as you can see, we've got going on today. It's a pretty spectacular day. Catherine, you want to come on up? As you probably saw in your newsletter and some emails, is the Pirates have graciously given us a door prize for today, and Catherine's going to tell us what is in it.
Hi everyone. I'm short. So in this raffle backpack, we have 4 tickets to 2019 Pirates Spring Training, 4 tickets to on-field batting practice, which occurs pre-game on the field. You get to watch Pirates play or do batting practice. Then we have some promotional items, some hats, things of that sort. And then a Josh Bell, who is a former Marauder, signed baseball.
And SCF player too. What, is that right? SCF player? SCF.
So be sure to get your raffle tickets. Mac, I believe, is still
Dave.
selling. Dave is selling them.
3 for $5, 7 for $10, or an arm's length for $20.
All right.
So just raise your hand. It's supposed to be an arm's length, but go ahead. If you want to see Dave, just raise your hand. Thank you very much. Here it is, and we'll be back with you shortly. So per the bylaws, members were notified about the vacancy for the vice president's position. The governance committee recommended to the board the name of Christy Cardillo. At this time, I will entertain a motion to take nominations from the floor. Do I hear a second? Second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Is there any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Any nominations from the floor? Okay. At this time, I would like to hear a motion to cast a unanimous ballot for Christy Cardillo.
Nominations be closed when we pass the unanimous ballot for Christy Cardillo.
Betsy, seconded by Ed. All in favor? Aye. Congratulations. Thank you, Christy. It's been great working with you so far. Looking forward to an even better year. Okay, as we start the new fiscal year, you probably received an email from Mac, and we're looking for volunteers for all of our committees. If you would please either email them to me or they're on the back table. If you could sign up and turn them into Mac or me after this, that would be fantastic. We're looking to have a great year, but we need those who can help with those committees. I'm going to send this out later today, but I will tell you now, I want you to save the date for December the 11th. It'll be our Bradenton Kiwanis Christmas event right here in the hall, and there will be more news to come regarding that. Bill, you want to head up?
A couple things. Congratulations, Christy. Thank you. We look forward to working with you. Congratulations. Number two is we have a new CKI club at State College of Florida, and I have in my hands here a check for $1,500 from Bradenton Kiwanis to help them get started. Yeah, I know, you get excited. $1,500. We expect to have 24 new members at State College of Florida. So that's finally. It's taken a long time, and I will be the State College of Florida advisor, and Matt Ennis will be the mentor at the college side. Matt is a member of the club, and he is also the director of athletics at State College of Florida. Additionally, I'd like to mention that December 2nd is part 2 of Better Manatee Day. I need 5 really good people who own a screw gun or an electric drill. We have to put on a number of kick plates donated by Bill Edwards. It's hard work. It's on a Sunday. We're going to start at 8 a.m. We have 36 doors to paint, and we have 64 kick plates to put up. Ray is, where's Ray Sheberg? Ray thinks he's got an idea to expedite the process, but I need 5 members from the club who are really skilled in the in installation of hardware on a door. So please see me later. I need 5 members. That's all I need. We will be supported by all of the State College of Florida athletic teams. So far we have 30 volunteers, so I have enough folks to paint, but I really need men or women who have a screw gun and know how to use it. Thank you.
Christy, if you could come forward. Judge Nicholas, if you could come forward. We want to install Christy at this time.
Yeah, we got to make this official. How long you been a member of the club?
Where's your row?
Yeah, they bring my row. So I said to Heather last week, the 2 best words in the English language, past president. So she's enjoying her role. Good luck to Brad. He's going to do an amazing job. But we got a terrific vice president coming in. How long you been with the club?
Oh, a long time.
A long time.
8 or 9 years.
Yeah, that's good. So a lot of good positive energy. So I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, please. As an officer of the club, you contribute your vision and ideas to the club's leadership team. In the absence of the president, you shall preside at club meetings and the board of directors meetings. I formally install you as vice president of this club. Congratulations.
Another announcement, just to let you know, our own member Steve Litschauer has been named the acting emergency management chief for Department of Emergency Management, Manatee County. Mac, you want to come up with Catherine? Okay. Yep.
Good afternoon, Kiwanis of Bradenton. We've got a number of guests today, and I actually needed a guest host to help me out, an assistant. So I'm going to start with the ones I have, and then she's going to rattle off a list of folks that she knows. So first of all, we want to recognize Shauna Francis. If she'd please stand for a moment, Shauna. And I believe you are from Blake Medical Center, yes. And hopefully Blake is going to consider joining our happy little group here. So we appreciate you coming. Also, we have Holly Mayotte. Is that right? How did I mispronounce it? If you'll please rise for just a minute. Yeah, she's with Team Success, and so. Of course, we have Richard back there as METV, and I think he's going to be joining the club satellite if he hasn't already. Representing University of South Florida today is Lee Williams. And from Skyway Memorial Gardens, we have Mr. Jim Welsh. This is his second time in being here, so that could be good news. Also want to recognize Jackie Barron from Mosaic. Dale DeMasi. Where's Dale? All right. All right, that's one of the ones I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, that's
All right,
okay.
never mind. I just overstepped my bounds.
No,
I'm going to give it to Katie.
Okay, so I'm Katie Fritz. I'm the coordinator of marketing and community relations for Florida Operations, and I'm just going to go through our entire list, and then I think we can applaud at the end. We have Jeff Podominic, our senior director. If you guys want to stand when, that would be good. Okay. Rochelle Madrigal, GM of the Marauders and director of sales and marketing. John from Brand Story Experts. And Lauren from Brand Story Experts. They're our wonderful partners that help us with a lot of our marketing. Craig Warjeka, assistant GM. Nate March, manager of communications. Erica Rolando she's coordinator of concessions. Chuck Knapp, manager of concessions. Dale, who is our wonderful part of our video crew. Marty the Marauder, obviously. And then Marty Morrow from A Plus Pro Photo. I think I got everyone. Okay. For sure.
Okay, I know spring training is, well, it's almost around the corner until we get this year finished. But we got some great announcements today going to be made by the Marauders and the Pirates. So without any further ado, our speakers today are no stranger to this club. So Jeff Podominic is the Senior Director of Florida and Dominican Operations, and Rochelle Madrigal is the General Manager of the Marauders. We've already heard that, to give us today's program celebrating a decade of Marauder baseball. Let's give them a warm Kiwanis welcome.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are you? So, when Rochelle and I were putting this program together, I said, look, let me do a little bit of history. You are the Bradenton Marauders. She's our general manager. She's done a great job. She's been here since day one with the Marauders. And so what we're going to do is we're going to roll out a little bit of history. The Pirates this year, we are celebrating 50 years of Pirate baseball here in Bradenton. And I've been fortunate enough to have probably 15 years. I'm a retread. I was here from 1990 to 1999, and then went back to Pittsburgh to be up there during PNC Park, and then came back. And during that time frame, a lot of changes has happened here in Bradenton, Florida, with the Pirates and then the Marauders. But Lecom Park has been voted the best ballpark in America in the Grapefruit League in 2016 and 2017. And here's the most interesting fact. Lecom Park is the third oldest ballpark in the country. Now, I want everybody to think about that. Our ballpark here in Manatee County in Bradenton, Florida, in the country, there's only two other ballparks older, Fenway Park and Wrigley Field, than Lecom Park. And a lot of people don't realize that, but that is a pretty cool fact to think about our ballpark here in Bradenton, Florida. Pirate City, we're unique where we have a split operation where our training complex for our minor league operation on a year-round basis is over on 27th Street. Not only do we host our minor league operations, but we're fortunate enough that we're able to partner with several other organizations, one being Baseball Factory. It's an organization that trains our younger kids, high school kids throughout the country, and they do their major training here at Pirate City around 11 weeks out of the year in Bradenton. USA Baseball, we've hosted World Baseball Classic baseball teams, Korean professional baseball teams, and then we do several adult fantasy camps out at Pirate City. Through the 50 years, we take pride in our facilities. I can tell you Pirate City is one of the top minor league operations and sports complex in all of baseball, but it's taken investment on our part and in cooperation in partnership with the city and Manatee County and the state. And as you can see over the years, the investment that we've had in Lecom Park in Pirate City. I was fortunate enough, if you look at the top picture, that's the original, and I will say Lecom Park / McKetney Field. Back when I got here in 1990, that's exactly what McKetney Field looked like back then. I joke about the press box. If you were up in the press box and there was a slight breeze going on, that box just swayed in the wind. It was really, really crazy. But that was old school. That was old school McKetney Field. And back in the 70s, the 80s, and part of the 90s, that was okay. But now, we want to develop our ball players to get to the big leagues. And over the years, we started with McKetney Field in 91, 90 through 93. And then we began in 1997, which isn't up there, we started renovating Pirate City. From our clubhouse facility to our batting cages, and a significant investment in 2008, 2013. In those couple years, over $30 million was invested between Lecom Park and Pirate City. 2015, we started upgrading Pirate City again. Again, state-of-the-art, 13,000 square foot sports performance center, clubhouse facilities, dormitories. I like to say our dormitories we consider as a hotel. They are very, very nice rooms that we, from an accommodation standpoint for our players, they would much rather stay at Pirate City. And then in 2017, for the first time ever, we added a video board at Lecom Field. And that totally changed our dynamics in-game entertainment and where we were heading. All these renovations has allowed us to not only to be a Pirate in Pittsburgh Pirates, but also we were able to have these renovations, and these renovations enabled us to move into a new era, and that era is the Bradenton Marauders.
So as Jeff mentioned, we made all these facility improvements over the years, and one of the biggest ones was certainly adding lights to the ballpark in 2008. Adding lights to the ballpark in 2008 opened up the possibility of having a team like the Marauders in Bradenton. Prior to that, for nearly 40 years, we did have minor league baseball, but it was at Pirate City, and it was not a full season team. We still have extended spring training and the Gulf Coast League, our rookie team that plays at Pirate City in the summer, but we never had a full minor league season. So we added lights, and then we started having some conversations, and it was decided that we would be able to switch affiliates with the Cincinnati Reds in 2009. So after the 09 season, we basically swapped affiliates at the high A level. We used to have our high A team in Lynchburg, Virginia, the Lynchburg Hillcats, and the Reds were in Sarasota as the Sarasota Reds. So when we made the swap, we were able to move the high A team to Bradenton. And in November 10th, 2009, we announced that we were bringing a full season minor league team to Bradenton. Pretty exciting time in our history. And then on December 15th, that same year, right here at a Kiwanis luncheon at the old Kiwanis Hall, we unveiled our branding and declared ourselves the Bradenton Marauders. Really special day, and you can see Mayor Poston there with our president, Frank Coonley, unveiling our new brand. And then fast forward to the following year, we started our first full season in the minor leagues in Bradenton. On April 8th in 2010, we launched our inaugural game at what was then McKechnie Field. Pretty important day in our history. So the tradition continues, and it continues today. Bringing exciting baseball to Bradenton and Lecom Park. We have a lot of talent we've seen come through that ballpark over the 9 years of our history so far. We've now had 57 former Marauders make it to the big leagues. It's a big number in 9 years. If you've ever been to our center field building, underneath the hallway there, we have a wall recognizing all those 57 accomplishments and many more, much more room for the many more to come. A lot of them have made debuts with the Pirates, some not. Some are still on the Pirates' big league roster today. You might know some: Starling Marte, Gregory Polanco, Jamison Taillon, and the list goes on. All played here in Bradenton first. Some are playing on nearby major league teams. Maybe you know some that are on the Rays roster now if you're a Rays fan. Tyler Glass now being one of them, Austin Meadows being another, all former Marauders. And what's kind of unique about Bradenton, if you think about it, you know, a lot of those guys are starting their careers at Pirate City at the rookie level. A lot of those guys are playing at Lecom Park at the high A level for the Bradenton Marauders. And when they go on and they make it to AA and AAA and then to the big leagues, they're ultimately returning, as we call it, home to Bradenton every year for spring training. And so you get to see them at every level of their career. And it's very unique for our fans here in Bradenton to be able to follow them through all those levels and see all their success over the years. A couple other successes. Out of 9 years, we've had 4 postseason runs. Not too bad. And of course, 2016, one of my favorite memories, wearing the ring here today. We won our first championship, 2016. So pretty great accomplishment. Again, looking to balance out to the other hand and win a few more down the road here. 2014, we brought the first Florida State League All-Star Game to Bradenton. It was actually the 3rd highest attended Florida State League All-Star Game in the history of that game, so not bad for a newer franchise in the league. Our in-game experience, Our in-game experience that Jeff mentioned. Again, we added that video board prior to the 2017 season. That was a really new, amazing investment for us. We now invest annually in a whole staff to run that video board and bring it to life. They produce every single day a major league caliber show. So whether it's spring training or the Marauder season, we want to make sure it's like the big leagues and it's like no other experience you can get in the rest of the Florida State League. That also enabled us to be the only Florida State League team that broadcasts their games on minor league baseball TV. So that's really important. You know, we have families of players that are all around the country or fans that have relocated to other areas. They can still follow their hometown Bradenton Marauders team no matter where they are in the country or in the world by watching our games live on minor league baseball TV. And then I don't want to forget to mention that this year we were named the best ballpark in high A in minor league baseball. So go Lecom Park.
And so just a note on that recognition with Rochelle and her staff. When she said high A, she's really not telling you the whole story. High A throughout the whole country, not just the Florida State League, but we beat out other teams in other venues across the United States to be the best ballpark in minor league baseball at high A level. So that's something to say. So congratulations to Rochelle and her team on that. You know, what has the Marauders done for the Pirates in Bradenton and the community? Well, it's created year-round jobs that we haven't had before. Over 200 plus seasonal employees that we hire starting at the beginning of spring training and throughout all of the Marauders baseball season. What's unique with having the Marauders in town compared to, and I keep comparing things of when I was here my first time, back in the 90s, it was me plus a business manager, a maintenance person, and 5 groundskeepers. That was it. When it came to getting involved in the community, it was, you know, we tried to get involved. I got involved as much as we could, but had a limited staff back then. Now, we have over 50 Florida operations staff that work and live here in our community. Here's another unique aspect of the job creation. We have now our baseball staff wanting to live in Bradenton and Manatee County because of the facilities that we offer and then because of the community itself. So over 26 of the baseball staff now are buying homes in Bradenton and Manatee County. So that's very unique, and that caught my attention coming back because we never had that before. Lecom Park has become now a year-round operation. Part of that, you know, back in the 90s, once that last spring training game was over, I used to think to myself, Lecom or McKechnie Field back then was like one of those old Western movies that you see tumbleweed going down the middle of the main street. Well, that was Lecom Park or McKechnie Field back in the 90s. Once the last spring training game was over, we shut it down and nothing happened over there. Well, now we got a year-round operation with the Bradenton Marauders, and we're fortunate enough to be able to partner with this club on events like Christmas in August with the Kiwanis Club, concert in the park in partnership with the school district that we're going to be doing this up and coming year, which will feature over a dozen different orchestras from local high school bands, middle schools, corporate team building and parties at Lecom, from anywhere from all of you. If some of you want to have a softball game at Lecom, we can do that. Batting practice events, kickball events, you name it, we're able to do that now because of the staffing and because of who we are here in the community. Outside groups from adult fantasy camps, youth baseball tryout camps, and different tournaments that we're able to host at Pirate City and Lecom. And then the biggest thing that we're most proud of is we more than doubled our community involvement since we've added the Bradenton Marauders. And part of that is we have the ability, and there's a program within the organization called the Players Community Commitment Program. Every ball player throughout our system, all the way to the major leagues, is required to give 10 community commitment hours, basically volunteer in the community, 10 hours. And the uniqueness with us here in Bradenton, Florida is we have two teams. So Katie has approximately 70, 80 ball players that she has at her disposal to get out in the community and volunteer, from the schools to the Boys and Girls Club, the United Way, to the YMCA, you name it. Our players are out in the community along with Marty tomorrow. So that's unique with us, and we take pride in that. And our vision and our values, we look at changing lives through Pirate baseball, and we're able to do that. So from a charitable standpoint, since the Bradenton Marauders has became in existence, I'm not going to go down the list, but over $1 million since the Bradenton Marauders have been created here in the community that the Pittsburgh Pirates and Pirates Charities have given back to our community. And you look. You see that it says 740, but we have a commitment in the partnership with the Boys and Girls Club that we give $100,000 a year to the Boys and Girls Club. So if you add that up, it's a significant investment that we have in the community because we are strong believers. We are a part of this community. We all live here. We want to make a difference. We want to change lives through Pirates and Marauders baseball.
So one thing we always talk about a lot as an organization, like Jeff said, is how we can change lives through Pirates baseball. That's our mission, change lives through Pirates baseball. That's why we're here. We've been able to make a positive impact with so many people over the first 9 seasons of the Marauders, and I'd like to share just one noteworthy example with you guys today. Jared Stansel was born with Down syndrome. His family started attending Marauders games regularly in 2013. For them, the ballpark was a place where Jared could have fun in a family-safe environment, like any other kid. But that was really just the beginning for us. Several of our players and coaches took notice of Jared and his enthusiasm for our team. That enthusiasm grew in 2014, and more lasting bonds were formed between Jared and our players, including current Pirates first baseman Josh Bell. Jared participates in Miracle League, but also began attending our Bradenton Marauders baseball camp in June. As our organization's connection with Jared grew, we learned he was preparing to compete in the Special Olympics in golf with his dad. Through one of our community fundraising initiatives, we were able to help him and his family go to Seattle, where Jared not only competed in the Special Olympics national games, but he won gold. To celebrate, we flew Jared and his family to Pittsburgh to take part in a recognition the Pirates hosted at PNC Park for Special Olympians from the Pittsburgh region, which allowed Jared to say hi to his favorite former Marauder, Josh Bell. the celebration culminated with a very special night back here in Bradenton, where Jared, who sometimes shies away from being the center of attention, got to step into the spotlight by being recognized in front of his hometown fans and throw out a first pitch, as you saw here. The whole team here at the Marauders, led by one of our Marauders coaches, even threw him a surprise party in the clubhouse before the game to congratulate him. So at the end of the day, changing lives through Pirates and Marauders baseball, that's what it's all about, and that's why we're all here.
All right, so let's have a little fun now. How many of you have been to a baseball game in general? So you all know in the 7th inning, we do what? All right, let's play it. Game, take me out to the crowd. 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the hole. Okay. Now, for your pleasure, and please, on your tables are peanuts and popcorn in the back of the room, and baseball hats with the Bradenton Marauders logo on it are yours to please take home with you. But with that, are what everybody's been waiting for. Rochelle?
The fun's not over yet. This is minor league baseball. We got some flying t-shirts you guys better turn your heads around for. There's our t-shirt toss team. Here you go. Jeff will pay for any glasses we break. No, we don't know. Thank you. There you go. Watch out for those flying shirts. It's all right. Should have had you sign a waiver in case you get hit in the head with one. Thank you, guys. All right, so this is what we're here for, celebrating a decade of Marauders baseball. What a decade it's been. We're about to embark on our 10th season. All of us are super excited about that and the history that we can continue to make. So we wanted today to give you guys a sneak peek and unveil our 10th season logo here. And so here we go. This will carry us into 2019, 10 seasons of Marauders baseball. We're proud to spend it here in Manatee County. So. Of course, we appreciate you guys being here today. So you're going to get the first t-shirts that were printed with this logo on it as you guys walk out today. And we have a backdrop set up in the lobby. So if you want to get a quick photo with Marty the Marauder with the 10th season logo behind you, we'd be happy to take your photo on the way out as well. So what's on deck for the 10th season? I'm sure you're wondering. We're going to be launching an all-decade team. We're going to be asking you and our fans to vote for the members of our all-decade team, the players that you feel like are the best of the best over the last 10 years of Marauders history. We're going to bring 7 fireworks show to Lecon Park in the summer. We're going to do 10 different giveaway nights during the summer. I'm really excited about this next point, which is minor league baseball has launched a Hispanic engagement initiative a couple of years ago. We applied to participate in it, and we got accepted. So we're going to be launching a new Spanish brand of the Marauders in 2019, and it's part of MILB's Copa de la División. I can't announce what the name of that team is or the name of that brand or the logo, so more to come on that in March. Minor League Baseball holds us hostage until then when we all release it together, so stay tuned for more on that. And then, of course, I asked you to save the date for opening night. We'll really kick off the 10th season on Saturday, April 6th, so looking forward to it.
And finally, we just want to say thank you to the City of Bradenton, Manatee County, our corporate sponsors, community partners, and Kiwanis Club of Bradenton. We all look forward to seeing all of you at the ballpark, not only for spring training, but also the Bradenton Marauders, and help us celebrate 10 years of the Bradenton Marauders here in Bradenton, Manatee County. Thank you all.
Jeff and Rochelle for being here. And I'll call you back up here one more time because, you know, it's a tradition here at the Bradenton Kiwanis Club to help you measure your future success of Pirate baseball and Bradenton Marauder baseball with our nice golden rule. So
Thank you
there
very
you
much.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Yep.
it.
Yep. Well, again, I want to thank them for being here, and you know, maybe we can do a ballpark evening in April 6th, right? April 6th. So we're going to finish up by giving out a few announcements. One, I forgot to tell you, but the reason that Next Gen magazines are on the table is our own Bill Murphy and Kells Probstfield are featured in this month's magazine. So take one home with you. Take your peanuts and popcorn and your bubble gum. And I tell you what, if anybody wants to get a whiff of bubble gum, smell this thing.
All the extra hats and
Oh, take all the extra hats and everything. All right, so don't forget, back in the back, we need you to turn in your volunteer preference request, please. We want to get started really good this year on what we're doing. Save the date for December 11th for our Christmas event. Next week's program is called Above the Curve. It's going to be Max Stewart with the Bradenton Area Economic Development Corporation. Again, we want to congratulate Christy Cardilla for being our new vice president. And with that being said, we are adjourned.